paraphrase, put his hand underneath his bosom. When he took it out, it was completely pale. He completely lost all the pigment in his hand. All right. The Most High said, put it back in again a second time. And when he did, it returned back to its dark color. Because remember now, Moses was mistaken for an Egyptian. We know that the Egyptians are a dark-skinned race of people. We're not the same, but we're, you know. Yeah. Okay, come on. Now read that.
It's Numbers 12.
So he had he had temporary leprosy, basically. You know, and the Most High did that to show off
permanent leprosy.
Exactly.
Numbers 12 and 9. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against him.
Yep.
And he departed, and the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous.
Yep. So Miriam,
white as snow.
Exactly. The Most High cursed Miriam because she was getting out of order. Right? She had a problem with Moses. Exactly.
So and Esau was cursed the same way, right?
Exactly.
But from the womb.
But from the womb. Exactly.
Now read that again.
It's Numbers 12.
Pale like snow.
Numbers 12 and 9. It says, and the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, meaning kindled against Aaron and Miriam, because they had a problem with Moses marrying an African.
Yeah, she was Ethiopian.
Yeah.
Can I see this right
Numbers 12 and 10. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, which is the chariot of Israel. And behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow.
White as snow. So all her pigmentation was stripped from off her. Most High cursed her with a disease called leprosy, which would be a lack of pigmentation in your skin. That's what Esau has. But he got it from the womb. He was birthed that way.
So that's why he's reddish. That's why it's called red. That's why he was.
Yeah, because his blood shows through his skin, through his pale, pasty white skin.
My son was born red. I try to explain it to my son was born red, but over time he got darker because of the color I am. She's dark skinned, but I'm light skinned, so he came out red.
People appeal too, you know.
Yeah, when you come out of the womb.
Yeah, it says, and the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous, white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not this sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. Let her not be as one dead.
Yeah, as half dead. You got that scripture? Let her not be as one as half dead. Is that it?
Yeah,
read that again. Read that again.
It says Numbers 12 and 12. So, yeah, Numbers 12 and 12. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed.
Yeah, so that's referring to Esau.
When he cometh out of his mother's womb.
Read that again. That's going back to what we read to you earlier, Genesis the 25th chapter.
Like you just said, it gets darker after a couple of days. You know, it says, "Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed, when he cometh out of his mother's womb."
And it said that when she received that plague or that disease, she was supposed to be removed out the camp 7 days. Okay. Now this is leprosy in the Bible, Zonovan Compact Bible Dictionary, right? It says, see diseases. Now we're going to go to the diseases.
So this is Illuminati? Excuse me, this is basically Illuminati, right?
We'll get to your question in a minute, brother. Hold on.
You see the horns? We got to get into all that. It's all the same.
Go ahead,
it says diseases to which the Bible refers appear to have been mostly diseases that now exist. Diseases with primary manifestations in skin were of two kinds. Those which were believed to require isolation, and that's what happened to Mary. That was leprosy, okay? Being a damn white woman. Which were believed to require isolation.
Which goes back to another point you had asked. Well, what if Esau repents? Well, he can't come into the congregation no way. One, because he has received no place of repentance. Two, because of this disease.
Who was it? Gosh, man. I gotta write this stuff down. That was an Edomite king that was allowed to roam against the Israelites. Was there an Edomite king
Edomite?
Edomite. I don't know why I keep saying that Edomite, yeah.
Herod?
Who?
You said that ruled over?
No. That can come around. They let him come around.
And what time period talking about? What time?
I don't remember.
I think you're right. I think he's talking about
Herod. Herod is an example. Well, I mean, Herod, he was the king that was over Israel during the Roman Empire, during I believe the 1st century A.D. Herod, he was actually Edomite that claimed to be a so-called Jew. He ruled over Israel under permission of the Roman Empire. He was an Edomite that ruled over Israel. That's an example.
Next time I run it, where y'all be at a lot?
Right here.
Right here?
Every Saturday.
I'm gonna bring my the stuff that I write down.
That, let me ask one of his questions.
This is from the Holman Illustrated Bible Dictionary for the word leprosy. Some of these words I can't fully pronounce. It says generic term applied to a variety of skin disorders from to true leprosy.
Psoriasis.
Yeah, psoriasis, yes. To true leprosy. Its symptom range from white patches on the skin, which Miriam had, to running sores, to the loss of digits on the fingers and toes. For the Hebrews, it was a dreaded malady, which rendered its victims ceremonially unclean. That is, unfit to worship God.
Exactly, and that's why the scriptures say, "Can any man bring a clean thing out of an unclean?"
Right.
No, not one. So Esau,
14:4.
exactly.
So
Esau
is unfit to worship God.
Exactly. So he can't worship him no way, even if he wanted to. He has to be an Israelite. He has to be an Israelite. Okay? In his spirit. But the spirit of Esau, he ain't gonna worship the Most High. All right? He ain't gonna get down with the fact that.
Who's the Gentiles?
Well, there's two types of Gentiles.
All
right,
that's a good question.
You got the natural born Gentiles, which are the other nations, okay? And what makes them Gentiles? They don't got the Most High, okay? They don't got no real power, which is why they make to themselves these different idols and gods, okay? Then you got Israelite foreigners, okay, that the Most High calls Gentiles, and what makes them Gentiles is because they're without the Most High. The difference is Israelites that don't know they're Israelites, okay? They're without the Most High. The other nations, they already are cast off to begin with. The Most High considers them nothing, pursuant to Isaiah the 40th chapter.
I got a precept.
Come.
It's Leviticus 25:35. It says, "If thy brother be waxing poor and fallen in decay with thee, then thou shalt relieve him. Yeah, though he be a stranger or a sojourner, that he may live with thee."
Right, and that stranger there is referring to an Israelite, okay?
Was that the answer to my question?
Or if they wasn't keeping the laws.
Right.
If they wasn't keeping the laws, then they were considered to be strangers.
Exactly. I was
So either or.
making a way for Ephesians the
Most
second
times
chapter.
both one or the other, you know. Or they spoke a different language. They spoke Greek. The circumcision just cast them out and said, "You're Gentiles, you're strangers." You know.
What makes an Israelite a Gentile is the fact that it takes on another nation's customs, like the brother was saying, languages and so on and so forth, outside of their own. Exactly, outside of their own.
This is 1 Corinthians 12:1.
Yeah, that's a good one.
No, not that. I had something else.
This is a good one here.
Now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I would not have. He said, brethren.
He said in Leviticus, that brother who actually would be a stranger.
I would not.
Strangers, Gentiles.
I would not have you ignorant. Ye know that ye were Gentiles.
Yeah, how were we Gentiles? Because we didn't know the truth. All right? Yeah, I wasn't keeping the laws like I am now. All right? I'm doing everything that I can to within my ability. All right? Now that I understand, I'm an Israelite. I'm from the tribe of Ephraim. You know, I got to rehearse the righteous acts. I got to go teach what I know. You know, I'm a Hebrew Israelite.
It doesn't matter who your father is.
So read.
But God is light.
Read.
What's that
Just
got to
read.
do with
Read. Read.
Ye know
subject
that.
that we on?
His
Fair to
body-
subject that we on.
Just read.
come on.
Read, man.
This is the
Ye
subject
know
of
that
it.
ye were Gentiles.
Yeah, we were Gentiles, meaning we didn't have the truth.
Because you
Read.
disobeyed the Most High.
Exactly.
When it
Carry-
against His laws.
Car- Carry away unto these dumb
We
idols.
were carried on to what? Dumb idols. The Most High punished us.